Jared with CR Sewing Quilting Vacuums here, and sitting in front of me here I have the Baby Lock Soprano that I want to go through a rundown of how amazing this machine is here. So this is a great machine coming from Baby Lock that is kind of that mid to upper level machine that is very amazing for both quilting and sewing, and not to mention it's got that great price point as well too. So this is a super easy to use machine, and it offers a lot of advanced techniques that allows even the basic beginner to have a very enjoyable time and have a lot of features built into the machine to go far, right? And without having to upgrade to a bigger machine or a more advanced machine or anything of the sort. So built into the machine, we have over 300 built-into stitches. Now, this covers everything from multiple different automatic buttonholes, which we do have on this machine, lots of beautiful quilting stitches, decorative stitches, heirloom stitches. We even have 5 different built-in alphabets as well too. Some other top features that we have on this machine is that we have an automatic tension system. So as you see right here, we don't have an actual tension dial, which is amazing because, as I'll show you a little bit later sewing on some different fabrics, you don't have to do any work. You can change stuff if you want, but you don't have to really change anything at all if you don't really need to. Over here, we do have a wonderful LCD screen built in that shows you all the basic information that you need on your machine, such as which stitch we're using, a recommended foot for that, what our stitch setup is, stitch width, stitch length, and like I said, I can change my tension myself if I want to, but you don't have to. And then of course, kind of some other features that are up top that just tells you what settings are going on in the machine. In addition to that automatic tension system, the machine is constantly sensing your material, right? So it's constantly sensing how much fabric is under this foot and adjusting that stitch beautifully for every single thing that you do. And like I said, we'll sew on it a little bit later, but you'll see going from 6 layers of denim to 2 layers of cotton, I don't have to change a single thing. The machine does all the work for me. Other super easy setup features. One of my all-time favorite features on this machine is the advanced needle threader. So all I have to do is on this machine, I just have to thread this sewing machine to my last thread guide like I do up here. I'm not going to show you all of that because what I'm really trying to show you is just down here at this needle threader. So all I have to do is go through my last 2 thread guides right here, and then I'm just going to push and my needle's threaded. That's amazing, isn't it? It's always amazing to me how many people come in and they see that, and that's just like deer in headlights look, like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. Like, yeah, you got to get one of these awesome needle threaders. On top of that, we have quick loading top set bobbin on here. That is very nice because it has a clear bobbin cover on there. So this does have a bobbin sensor on here that tells you when that bobbin is low, but you also do have a clear bobbin cover, which is very nice to be able to just quickly look and see, oh, I have a half a bobbin. Okay, I can keep going for quite a while here. And again, that drop-in bobbin makes it super easy for all of the advanced quilters, of course, advanced sewers, but also for those newbies, because we're not having to mess with that front load bobbin case, loading it into a bobbin case, then putting it into the machine, causing some other issues possibly. But another big thing that we love about it is that we can sew right off the bat without having to pull up our bobbin thread. So it's a pretty amazing feature that is great for people of all advancements of sewing. Then right here on our faceplate, we have all of our push button controls, okay? So one feature I really love about this machine is our start stop button. So I can use this machine without a foot pedal ever if I really wanted to. A lot of people, I still use a foot pedal of course, but it is really nice to be able to use it so you have everything all in one piece. So for those that may not have function of their feet or are just not wanting to use a foot pedal, you can still use this machine completely capable of all the features that are on it. Then right above that, we have our reverse sewing button. We have our reinforcement button as well too, reinforcement stitch button, needle up down, automatic scissors, which is wonderful because all I have to do at the end of a stitch run is press this button and it is going to trim both my top and bottom thread as well too, and I'm ready to make that next stitch on my next piece of fabric. Then next up we have our presser foot button. So all I do is press this and it's going to raise and lower that presser foot for me. And then of course over here we have our speed control, which I'll show you a little bit more in just a second as well too. Going into one of my all-time favorite features on the Soprano is the pivot feature. Now the pivot feature brings in a couple different features of this machine, such as the programmable needle stop position of up or down, and then also bringing in this automatic presser foot as well too. Now what's going to happen is on a pivot feature, all I'm going to do is I'm going to sew, and I'm just going to sew a couple stitches. Okay, there's that speed control a little bit. I'm at the end of my seam. Actually, I'll stop talking. And you see that presser foot raised there. So now, if I'm at a corner of a project or I'm doing an applique, something of that sort, I can pivot this fabric without any of that shifting on me, because my needle is still down inside of my project. My presser foot is up, allowing me to have all of that motion inside of there and have my project still held together. Then all I have to do is press on my foot control or press my start stop button again, and it just keeps on sewing. So that pivot feature is huge. Now, I can turn that on or off if I run it to. Personally, I have it on all the time, but depending on what you're doing, you may want it off as well too. Now, here's a quick show of that scissor button. Click that scissor, raises that presser foot, everything's set and ready to sew my next stitch as well too. So that pivot feature, like I said, one of my all-time favorite features on this machine. So going into the rest of the amazing stuff on this machine, we have about 8.3 inches from the needle to the throat of the neck of my machine here. That's a pretty sizable machine. Now you can see it's a little bit bigger than your average sewing machine, which is great because it allows you all that room for your workspace. Whether you're doing quilting and you have that rolled up into the neck of the machine, something of the sort there, you've got all that extra space to be able to work inside of there. And then of course up top here, you probably can't see the very top inside this neck. You can see maybe just a little bit, but we have dual LED lighting both above the needle of the machine and in the neck of the machine, giving me a nice bright work area on there. Quilting features, of course you have you can drop the feed dogs in here for all the free motion quilting that you want to do. We do have an extension table, which is a huge bonus of this machine. Comes with an extension table. Now this, all we have to do is just remove this accessory tray, and then I just slide this on there. We have feet that pop up when I want to use it to make it all nice and level. Storage for my knee lifter in there as well too. But it allows me to have a very large work area in there to make my quilting or sewing or anything that I'm doing a lot larger workspace to work with. That's a huge bonus to be added into this machine. Not only that, but it also comes with the walking foot, which if you guys know, walking feet aren't the cheapest thing that are out there. Yeah, you can find off-brand ones, but you'll be coming in to see me pretty soon after that one breaks. So a quality walking foot, a branded walking foot is not a cheap item. So it's a wonderful feature to have added in as a bonus into this machine as well too. You do get the free motion quilting feet included as well too. So between all of those items that comes with this makes this kind of a beast of a quilting machine. Other presser feet included, you have about, I think it's 16 other snap-on feet included. You get, for example, the zigzag foot, the zipper foot, buttonhole foot, blind stitch foot, walking foot, open toe foot, Teflon foot, piping foot, and it even comes with the 1/4 inch foot, I believe, as well too. And it all comes really nice and easy storage inside of my accessory tray here, which I like because I can remove that, have extra space for other items, more space down below. Just stick that right down in there, and I have more storage in the back as well too. Then over here on the machine, like we talked about on the screen here, first one here, I have my stitch width, which on a straight stitch is just going to change my needle position, but anything else is going to show me exactly how wide that stitch is, whether I'm doing a quilting stitch, if it's 7mm or anything of that sort. Next button I have here is my stitch length. And then last but not least over here is my tensions. Now, if you remember back at the beginning here, I talked about how this is an automatic tension machine, but I have the ability to change those tensions if I really wanted to. But I don't need to, because let me show you the actual convenience of that as well too here. So here I have, and the power of this machine as well too. I have here 6 layers of denim, and this is going to kind of signify the seam on your jeans, right? So all I'm going to do is stick it in here, press my presser foot down, and on jeans, just so you guys see what I'm going to do here, I put my speed control down way low. So I have a lot of control on that, right? And then I can move it all the way up to middle speed. I can go faster as well too, but I don't want to do it on this short piece of cloth there. So now I'm right at the end of my denim. I'm just going to put this piece of 2-layer in here of cotton, and it's going to go straight into that. And here's my full speed on there, 850 stitches per minute. So, and then here I'm just going to press that scissor button again, pull this out, and here you see I went from that 6 layers of denim straight into that 2 layers of cotton with absolutely no issues. It has made a beautiful straight stitch on both of those throughout the entire thing. So that's where that fabric sensing system on this machine is stellar, right? And of course, the power of this machine, this is just an average universal needle that we have in this machine at the moment. It's not even a denim needle, and it just powers right through that beautifully pressed denim there, and you'll see how well it does. Built into the machine as well too, we have a lot of stitch editing capabilities and mirroring capabilities. So within all of our decorative stitches up here, I have the ability to go heart flower, heart flower, heart flower if I don't like the just all hearts in one way. So I have the ability to edit and change stitches as well too if I want to do a little bit of a tweak. One thing I forgot to mention, this machine does have 4-way stitches as well too. So not only will it stitch forward and backwards, but it will also stitch right to left as well too, which is beautiful for a lot of these decorative stitches. If I have, for example, the strapping of a bag, which may be inch and a half, something like that, I have the ability to come in here and put one of these decorative stitches as a much larger stitch to make a lot more pizzazz and being able to see it a lot better on that bag strap in itself. And then I have built-in memory to the machine as well too. Makes it a lot easier to save those stitches once you find one that you like and you edit it how you like it. Of course, the other convenience features built in here, we have a separate bobbin winding path with a built-in bobbin winder on the machine. Again, as I mentioned before, programmable needle up, needle down. And then that speed control goes all the way down to that nice creeping slow, which is great if you're trying to teach a kid how to sew, or if you're going through 6 layers of denim and you just want to take it easy or trying to be precise. Then it goes all the way up to 850 stitches per minute on the machine itself. So it's, like I showed you, it's a very consistent machine across a very different variety of fabrics as well too. But all in all, this is why I love the Baby Lock Soprano. And like I said in the beginning, it's got a great price point on it. So just click the link in the video here and it'll take you straight to our page to see what the current sale pricing on it is. Other than that, that is everything that I have for you guys this week and this wonderful rundown of this Baby Lock Soprano. So other than that, we thank you all and we'll see you all next week.